Ready.
Hey guys, Vaughn here with...
Good old Lost.
Yeah, he's back! Again! So yeah, we're
Where I
doing more
go.
card reviews.
So, what does Blizzard have for us in store this time?
Shaman Identity Crisis would be the good episode. Would be a good name.
Really,
For this.
You think Shaman's having a identity crisis? Well, considering he can become the Lich King, and the fact that he can now become a Swamp Witch.
Yeah, I'm like, there's Identity Crisis, especially in this expansion. We're getting a whole host. The only thing is I can find is like a value shaman idea. And first up is Voltic Burst. 1 mana, Overload 1. So 2 mana, kinda. Summon 2 1/1 Sparks with Rush. The Sparks, from what I remember, are elementals, and they do have Rush.
I'm thinking of Lost in the Jungle, but the fact that they have Rush makes them better, I guess?
Because they instantly attack.
Yeah.
Like every class kinda has this.
They're not gonna do much damage, but okay.
They're gonna do minor damage. And in some cases, this is specifically better than Unleash the Hounds. Because think, you could literally just have 1 minion on your opponent's side and play this. Unleash the Hounds would only get you 1.
Oh yeah.
Next up is a weapon. I think it is Rogue weapon? I can't tell. I think it's Rogue. 3 mana, 3/2. Hey, Fiery War X stat line.
Ew. Ew.
But it has an effect! So everything's now kind of just becoming balanced that way. Death Rattle. Trigger a random Death Rattle. And Lost just popped his mic. Oh, nope, there you are.
If it's Rogue, that's gonna mean we're gonna have Death Rogue again.
Death Rattle Rogue, which the Spellstone kind of influenced.
I am okay with Death Rogue. Sounds like a fancy band.
Yeah.
Blizzard making into a thing. But again, Blizzard, I know your game's high fantasy, but I just don't like that handle. I do not like it because it's glass. Sorry about that. Just me
oh no! Also look at it. The blade is even like squishing it. If you look at the blade,
that's gonna. Is this thing supposed to cut you when you use it, or?
I think that's the idea of how the Death Rattle triggers. You swing it. You swing it hard enough on that second one where you break it and you bleed your hand, and voila, your Death Rattle now triggers.
Ew.
Yeah, I'm like, this one's okay. It's a Death Rattle trigger.
I love its effect, but I don't like its looks.
Yeah.
But you know, we can't be too picky.
Yeah. This one that's next. Storm Chaser, 4 mana, 3/4. Battlecry, draw a spell from your deck that costs 5 or more. This is completely better than Raven.
The fact that you can get it. Okay, let's see what destructive spells might Shaman have. What do you?
5 mana
what do we have so
spells.
far?
There is Volcano and Spellstone. Bloodlust. What else is there? Probably their legendary spell. Can you think of any?
Not exactly.
I'm like, I think that's it.
Most shaman spells are low cost, highly destructive, but it just
the
slows
overload
down your
really
progress.
keeps them low cost.
Yeah.
But this literally gets you the Volcano, which is very powerful for the Omega card that got released for this class.
We'll see that in a second.
Well, yeah, we'll definitely see that later, but I definitely see this has some power.
I'm glad that each class is slowly getting more draws, because you know what happens when you play a slow deck and you don't have much to work.
Well, it's also because every class now doesn't have the ability to just put 1 Cold Light Oracle in their deck.
I'm glad it's gone.
I'm happy it's gone, but I'm also sad that they couldn't just figure out a better way to deal with it.
I don't know. If you have a Murloc and you're in the field, draw 2 cards, I guess.
Yeah, or make it draw 1 for both players or something of that nature.
Yeah. Nostalgia.
I'm like, eh. I'm happy because of the new Mill Road cards, possibility. Remember that not backstab, gang up for a 3/2 minion?
Uh,
4 mana, 3/1. I thought this was a completely worse, not Egg Napper, who summons raptors, but it only summons 2 raptors, it summons 3 microbots. So for 1 more mana, you get a Death Rattle for 1/1.
so what exactly are microbots? Are they like mini versions of Micro Machine?
They're 1 mana, 1/1 mechs.
So basically a wisp.
Yeah, but they cost 1 mana.
Okay, so
They don't have rush, they don't have anything fun, from what I've heard.
still, there's still a tiny thread in it.
Yeah, and this is magnetic. It is actually a very crappy attack boost magnetic card.
And I mean, it kind of pays for itself by instantly summoning the things you wanted. So
Oh, well,
this thing is
not
this is
instantly summoning.
I mean, the magnetic thing does trigger the death rattle, right?
No, it glues itself. The minion that it gets glued to has the death rattle.
Okay.
Magnetic doesn't instantly kill stuff.
Okay, that's at least good knowing for somebody who like me.
Like I say, this is very much like Power of the Wild. You either give 1/1 to all minions, or you summon a 3/2 Panther. Raptor. Whatever it is. You don't kill the 3/2 and then give 1/1. It's kind of one or the other. And I've definitely tried this in Lost, you know about Outworld. And I have tried that mechanic in there with Mastermind, and you remember that.
Oh yeah, not really nice results.
No, the mechanic, it shoots one way or the other, and that's the issue. Even my newer version of it, like the Iron Bloods, which this is off topic, and Outworld, which is something I'm trying to make.
I think we should try. Sorry about that. We'll have discussions of it another day.
Yeah, but I just want to say, like, even my versions where it's not like a spell or minion. I've tried making a weapon or minion idea, which also, dear God, I can't really design that. Because it gets overpowered way too quick.
That's the problem with making anything. You gotta figure out how to balance everything.
And the issue is sometimes spells aren't equal to minions, weapons aren't equal to either of those two. Nothing in itself is equal. A weapon that's a 3/4 costs 5 mana, but it's a 3 mana minion, and it would be about a 4 mana spell. And it would be a 2 mana hero card, probably. But you start seeing where those are all inequivalent.
Yeah.
Next up is the Omega card we were talking about that gives your spells lifesteal. Volcano. Deal 15 to the board, heal your hero 15.
Lightning Storm.
Oh god, yeah.
Even Fork Lightning.
Yeah, I remember playing, for those who remember me playing my Control Shaman from a year or 2 ago now, I was playing Halaziel and Elemental Destruction. 8 mana, heal your hero equal to 4 to 5 per minion on the board.
I don't want to imagine with this. Mage is getting huge spell damage, but what if we combine this thing with spell damage for Shaman?
Oh god, yeah. And the issue is spell damage. You think spell damage is dangerous? I haven't really seen anyone effectively use non-Thalanos spell damage before.
Yeah, usually people just forget about classic cards like Kobold Geomancer.
He's bad.
Or Magi.
Bad.
What was the new guy we got in Witchwood? Freaking.
Oh, you're talking the 2/6 bad stat line?
Yeah.
The issue is all these spell damage minions get bad stat lines. 4 mana, 4/4. Let's see. 4 mana is now a 4/5 plus a bonus effect. Spell damage meh. Your Cobalt 2 mana 2/2 doesn't draw you a card, so Thalanos directly better.
Yeah.
And like I say, I only see Thalanos, and that's really in very selective decks. And that is
Well,
very much... I'm trying to think, what spell damage do I see it with? The Life Leech, or whatever it's called. The 2 mana pre-spell that deals 1 damage to all minions and heal.
yeah, that's a good point.
I'm like, that's the only card I see spell damage really going for. And this
Shaman
is...
is just gonna get a totem, just one totem.
Oh, yes. So spell damage isn't going to be that dangerous, and this card definitely does give a alternative to spell damage. And I think that's just something Blizzard's done too well, is giving so many alternatives to spell damage.
If somehow you have survived all the way to turn 10, play this bad boy, and watch the fire... Watch...
Oh, yeah. Because it's not your next spell, it's all spells this turn.
What was that song? What was that song?
I don't know.
Ride the light. Well,
but you have 8 mana to cast as many spells as you want. So you can cast 2 Lightning Storms, Lightning Bolt, Lightning Bolt. Well, there's 8 mana spent. You're overloaded a ton, though.
Hopefully that will kill everything, though.
Yeah, hopefully. If not, you're gonna need a stronger orbital nuke. Thunderhead, 4 mana, 3/5. After you play a card with Overload, play the first card we revealed.
I think Unbound Elemental has a new best friend.
I don't think it's gonna be that good.
It's interesting because
the Unbound Elemental's not the best, and the Trog was so much better because it was for every Overload, not when you play a card.
Oh, I see. Now, I think Blizzard's encouraging us to use more Overload cards, but will we get a unlock your overloaded mana crystals?
Oh yeah, we don't actually have one.
I mean,
what is an
Eternal Sentinel's gone, so what?
Wait a minute, I'm trying to think. We overload 1 of very little. 2 is very common for an overload card, with 3 being up there. There's only 4 cards currently that do 3. That's Earth, Elemental, Volcano, the 3 mana 2/8 Taunt. What else overloads 3? Smashing Ground. But those are the only ones that overload 3 or more. Am I right?
Yeah.
So literally you're summoning a 1/1 spark per overload mana crystal on average. Because you overload 2. 2 is very common. Lightning Storm, Feral Claws. It's common. Then there's Lightning Bolt. That does 1.
It's gonna be interesting seeing this, playing around with this guy.
Oh yeah.
Your hands on it.
It's at least a lot better than that weird ass 6 minion totem mechanic.
Oh yeah. Wind Caller.
Yeah, Wind Caller. Wind Caller, 4 totems, Alikir. Well, you only have 1 other minion slot.
The poor little kobolds and their candles.
Ooh. Augmented Elec! 3 mana, 3/4 beast. Whenever you shuffle a card into your deck, shuffle an extra copy. This is going to be dangerous in Rogue. The Espionage that shuffles 10 cards into your deck, that costs 1, this thing makes it now 20. The Lab Recruiter, that is basically Gang Up, now makes it 6.
I was about to say, does this also work with
Kingsbane?
Felidari? No.
Felidari Strider? Yes. Anytime you put a card into your deck,
spiders.
It will make 6 spiders.
It had to be spiders.
This works with any card that did not start in your deck going into your deck.
What other cards do that? Shuffle a copy.
Baleful Banker.
Yeah.
Spellful Banker. I remember hearing that for like, that would be powerful in Shaman, and then, oh no, just pay 1 more mana to add it back to your hand.
I'm glad Weasel is gone, because that means that...
Oh,
wait, no,
my... No, into...
Oh, no, it's for your...
Into a deck.
Into... Wait, whenever you shuffle a card into a deck...
So this would even work with the 3 mana spell that shuffles 3 spiders into your opponent's deck from that old expansion.
Okay, so if we were to send this thing to Wild, let's see, from Beneath the Ground, Eldari Strider...
Yeah, Beneath the Ground.
If a priest is doing this jazz, then more Weasels.
Oh yeah, Weasels.
Weasels for days.
But yeah, this is definitely going to be interesting, because you can A, make your opponent's deck super thick, and do the reverse of a mill, or you can really do like a fatigue game.
Let's see, Dead Man's Hand.
Oh god!
Value galore. The Eternal Fight.
4 mana recruit minion for Druid. It's a 3/5. 4 mana 3/5. Death Rattle, shuffle this minion into your deck.
Just more shuffling and shuffling. Just shuffle.
And speaking of Druid, we got the biggest offender out here until the next card was released.
Juicy psych.
4 mana, draw a 7, 8, 9, and 10 cost minion from your deck.
Now,
well, Master Oakheart just got a very big tutor.
We'll say, why would I want that? Why would I want minions I can't play by turn 4?
Turn 5 you ramp to 7 mana.
Okay.
And then you literally have your curve. This and Nourish, and then the minions you have. That's of course if you don't get any wild growths or biology projects.
This is a very tempting thing.
It's very tempting. 9 mana is Master Oakheart, but also Dragon Summoner and the dragons it summons.
Let's see. It looks tasty, but does it taste good? What do you say, Vaughn?
Oh, in Wild, this thing's abusive. Dr. Boom, Ragnaros. I don't know what's good on 9, but 10 would be Tyrantis, Deathwing, Yashiraj, Yogg-Saron if you're going spell-orientated. This really makes Druid a top-end combo class.
Oh god, no. Jungle Giants is gonna get a...
Yeah, this is Jungle Giants orientated.
Giant Anaconda will most likely summon something horrible.
Okay, and I'm gonna skip a little bit ahead. I usually do in mana order. But because of the next card really being a big offender, let's go. 7 mana 4/4. At the end of your turn, reduce the cost of a random minion in your hand by 7.
No!
Big offender. So 3 mana Yogg-Sarons, 3 mana Tyrantis,
No!
0 mana Dr. Booms,
Blizzard, I love you.
2 mana Master Oakhearts.
Blizzard, I love you and all, but this is just crossing the line.
And it's at the end of the turn. I'm like, battle cry. Oh no, this is end of turn every fucking turn.
Okay.
This is Thorazan. This is better than Thorazan, I say.
If somehow you get 2 of these things on the board. No.
Well, no duh. Dream Petals Florist makes a 0 mana Dream Petal Florist. So this card definitely powerful.
Is this Jungle Giants or Godzilla?
I don't know. It's Big Druid, man. That's what I'm calling it.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's Big Druid anymore. I'm pretty sure that's Godzilla Druid.
And, well, we know Death Rattle Rogue's really becoming a thing. 5 mana, trigger friendly Death Rattle twice.
Yeah, that smoke really represents the facial habit.
I just realized something. Is it really 4 mana to trigger another Death Rattle?
Depends on what you're using it for.
No, but think Hunter has Play Dead for 1 mana. That triggers a friendly Death Rattle.
Play Dead.
To do it again, you pay 4 more mana. And instead of a common, you're now an epic. I'm just looking at this. And it's way over fucking costed.
I would just make it into
Oh, prep.
Oh no!
I keep on forgetting. Rogues always have to value the prep in with designers always have to value the prep into rogue cards.
Now, what interesting death rattles does Rogue have right now, or will get?
I don't really know.
Because honestly, I don't want to waste 5 mana just to get 2 extra damage Harvest Bot. Maybe Curse Disciple might be worth it because you now have 3.
Starfire,
4.
Rogue Starfire, draw a combo card. Of course, that is 6 mana and only has 3 health. So,
if we're becoming Death Rattle theme, let's hope we get more Death Rattle.
I at least like how they now have the Spellstone being useful. That Spellstone was so powerful, but
dude,
no one played
it. It's good.
It's good if you can actually get a Death Rattle Rogue, which I've done in Wild, but not in Standard.
I've actually had many opponents have their, oh, I have 3 legendary minions that are going to kick your butt next turn. And I'm like...
Playing 4 Death Rattles is just a pain to upgrade.
It's a pain, but when you can...
It's literally Assassinate times 4, or whatever.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Power Word Shield, Power Word Glory, Power Word Replicate. 5 mana, choose a friendly minion, summon a 5/5 copy of it.
Is this even Magic anymore?
It's cloning.
Yeah, but I don't think Magic is... I don't think cloning is Magic.
Partly?
Yeah, it's probably... The mission is probably powered by Magic. It's always powered by...
So, you get a 5/5 copy of a minion. And this is 5 mana. Clearly you're summoning a 5/5. 5 mana 5/5, target your effect. I don't think this is actually that good.
Now, it depends. You could have, I don't know, a 5/5 Master Swordsmith, or if you know you don't have whatever the heck they're called, You Are Not Welcome Here.
Don't know them.
The dragon dude who gives a 3 at the end of your turn.
Oh, Scalebane?
Yeah. What other cards might actually gain benefit just becoming larger?
I'm like, it's not really that you need large. I'm saying that you need the effect.
Yeah.
Ysera would be a good one to copy.
Slightly weaker, but still pretty useful.
It's that you're getting the value out of the Ysera card. A 9 mana 4/12 isn't giving you anything.
Yeah.
May I bring up that is actually a base stat line nowadays.
An
8 mana 4/8 versus a 9 mana 4/12.
Having copies in general is just a nice thing.
Oh yeah, because you're just duplicating value. If you're aggro, you're not going to run this. So Scalebane isn't going to be around.
For example, one card that just loves duplicating stuff. Dollmaster, what's his name?
Cairn! I'm playing Cairn in Death Rattle. Quest Priest right now is playing so many Death Rattles that you do want big copies of.
I've tried making it in Rogue, and it actually works pretty nastily. Just more apple. If I'm low on health, just summon apple bombs.
Yeah, apple bomb.
Scientist.
Yeah, I'm like,
Curse Disciple.
I'm trying to think. Apple bomb, Bone Drake, the 1 mana 1/1 that steals a card from your opponent's deck, Loot Hoarder, and
Bone Baron.
No, Thalanos. Those are what's seen in Quest Priest. I'm like, this would work really good on Bone Drake.
Just having more minions.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's just like the value of a minion. I love how we're like, this isn't good, and now we're going like, yeah, this is good.
No, I was saying that this is not science. This is not magic anymore. It's just science.
Yeah, I'm like, it's alright. Oh, wow, I missed a rare card, apparently. Arcane Dynamo. 6 mana, 3/4. Battlecry, discover a spell that costs 5 or more.
Looks too much like a jellyfish. I'm surprised it's not a beast. Hey, look at it.
It looks like a jellyfish, but there's a human-ish brain in it.
It's something's brain.
It looks a humanoid brain.
May I mention how human-looking an elf looks like?
That's what I'm saying, humanoid.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
And elves do derive from the druid lore, and I know that. And humans also come out of the druids, I think. Or I might be a
Boys,
little off. They might be off of the dwarves. The dwarves and the elves I know had a pastime or something. I don't remember all the lore, but I just remember the curse of flesh.
bonus points from World of Warcraft lore. Because knowledge is
Yay!
power.
Vaughn, level 2! Yeah. But yeah, this is a nice card, because I remember 6 mana, 5/3, just discover a random mage spell.
Oh, yeah. Ooh,
I'm like, this just becomes a lot better, because it's 5 or more. You now know what pool you're not pulling from.
and there's no class restriction, so...
This goes in any class. No,
Not to
Discover
mention-
still has class restrictions. Generated doesn't.
Okay, okay. That's at least nice knowing.
Yeah, that's something that I've actually emailed Blizzard like once or twice on, and it's like, why is Discover limited versus Generated? You can get as Priest, Emrys. Oh god, I've gotten Emrys as Priest so many times. And I'm just laughing my ass off every time I get Emrys as Priest because my Drakes just become massive. And it's because Discover, you still have a lot of choice with. Where generate a random card, anywhere.
Let the RNG go.
Yep.
God, roll that 1 billion dice.
Okay, and with that we've covered 6 mana, 2/5. Wow, I missed a lot of rares. Security Rover. Whenever this minion takes damage, summon a 2/3 mech with taunt. This reminds me of Hogger a lot.
Oh, Corrupted Hogger.
Yeah.
Terror of the whatever. Yeah. For being an adorable little robot, he can become a huge annoyance.
You just can't you can't trigger it with Warpath too much. Or else your mechs start dying yourself.
Yeah. Maybe 1 each turn, I guess.
1, maybe 2, because then you're a 2/2 mech.
Yeah, this guy was nice. It's nice having cards that kind of punish your opponent for attacking it. Like,
Yeah. But then, oh yeah, and you can attack with this thing itself.
yeah. So that's the thing. Your opponent doesn't want to deal with it because it's going to cause more hassle, but you can use the attack more deliberately with it.
Yeah.
Like,
and they really are dropping the whenever this minion takes damage and survives.
so it's not just damage in general.
It's just damage. If this thing takes any hit, it will summon a mech. Savannah Hindman will make this thing pop a mech.
Yeah.
I'm just so used to these and survive thing because I played so much of that Valkyrie, the 3 mana 1/4.
Valkyries were supposed to be more epic. You know, we can't win them all.
The most value card. It works for aggro. It works for disco. What doesn't it work for? Oh, control.
This
1
feels like
mana, draw 3 cards. At the end of the turn, discard them all.
Boy, you better wish you have enough mana for that.
Oh yeah. But if you were playing disco, 1 mana, discard 3 cards.
How long could this go on?
Oh god. I love that. I'm like, this is just so interesting. 1 mana, draw 3. It does have a downside at least.
Yeah. But
So
then
for
again,
3 mana, you draw 4 and take 2 damage. But you only lose 3 cards. Eh.
Would you recommend this for the Lakari Sacrifice, or however that place is called?
Disco! Discard, yes.
Yeah. So who knows?
Well, actually I wouldn't because there's no good discardees anymore.
Yeah.
Fist of Jaraxxus is gone. Silverware Golem.
We still have Clutch Mother, but then again, Clutch Mother is like a whole story.
But that's a 3 and 27, 26 at the maximum. If you play this turn 1.
My main issue is the fact that this is a legendary. Like, we get it. It's powerful. It's powerful, but Do you think it's fair to call it a legendary?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, I definitely would say this is legendary status. It is very much Warlock at its finest.
I was gonna say just make it in like a probably 3 mana. It could become just a rare. But yeah, I can see the fact that
Okay, for 3 mana, you're literally, you get +1 card.
yeah.
You actually get a -4 on that still.
But yeah, you just gotta have the mana for it.
Yeah, I say that this being a legendary is worth 1 mana. If you make this thing an epic, I would say 2, maybe 3 mana and make it 1 more card. I don't know. I think this is very well balanced. It works beautifully with Warlock.
Okay, who's next on the? Who's next?
The card that I didn't get in my reveal because Hearthstone did not update their fucking page in time. This actually came out noon of Friday, but by the time me and Lost streamed at 2, the Facebook page where I get all these cards was not updated yet. 5 mana, 4/2. Wow, that's a stat line of dead. Battlecry, discover a death rattle. Also gain it.
So we essentially combine a Shallow Gravedigger and a Seeping Ooze minus the stats.
Yep.
I kind of like it.
It's very powerful.
The fact that you can choose our 3 options makes it an interesting thing.
Yeah.
Now, it's stats. Death rattles do tend to die a lot.
You want a death rattle to die. Cairn is one of the worst death rattles because it has 5 health.
Unless, of course, you're priest and you have an obsidian statue.
Oh yeah, obsidian statue is also very annoying because it has so much health you can't kill it. Death rattles are meant to die. Thalanos, Loot Hoarder, Possessed Villager. Those are good death rattles. They have low health. Maybe they're all low mana as well. Bone Drake, 6 mana, 6/5. It's a good body with an upgrade.
Yeah, and the fact that it's a dead dragon makes it into, I don't know, powerful enough.
Yeah, I'm like, it's a dragon. And that's what really started raising its level.
Well, I mean, it's a dead dragon, but dragon nonetheless.
Yeah, it counts as a dragon, which really makes its level high. Because Dustbreakers. For this one, it doesn't have a type, but it definitely is interesting.
Can become an issue if you get the right tools.
Yes.
Oh,
I have a question. Well, how the heck does Sherazin work with this card? Does Myra become dormant, or does it transform into Sherazin? I bet it goes into Sherazin.
Good point.
I actually have to go read up a death rattle. Sherazin Corpse Flower. Okay, let's read. Go dormant, play 4 cards to revive this minion.
Now, does it say anything with Myra?
No, because I'm actually on the old page.
I'm pretty sure Blizzard should double check just to make sure, because, you know, we don't want issues in the game. It's like, so, I do agree with you. Does it summon more Myras, or does it just summon the...
Well, here's also the thing. Myra wouldn't get the death rattle if it got resummoned either.
So...
Because Battlecry discovered death rattle.
You just summon Myra and it dies.
Because you didn't get the Battlecry off on the second one. So, you might get 2 Myras off of a Sherazin. But it also means you picked a Sherazin.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not... If I do get Corpse Flower, if I get this card in the first place, I'm not gonna go with Corpse Flower.
Yeah, no.
Even if it is just
I might just play a lot of games if I get this card, trying to get Corpse Flower just to record and upload what happens.
We'll do it for science.
Yeah, yeah. That's if,
This is Boom Labs.
yeah, that's if Toast doesn't get it first. Dear God,
There's always an earlier bird than...
Yep. And the last up, the super late game BS winner. For anyone who's played Yu-Gi-Oh, you know about deck outs. If you have no cards in your deck and try and draw a card, you lose. Well, Hearthstone now has one. 10 mana, 10/10. Mecha Cthulhu. Death Rattle, if you have no cards in deck, hand, and battlefield, destroy the enemy hero. It's kind of a deck out card. It's the last card you want. I believe Myra's Unstable Element, the one that draws all your deck, will make this very powerful. If lost, you understand why?
Men saw the glory of gods and tried to make him their own. And when they did, they basked in all his glory.
I'm like, if this is in your hand, then you Myra, you literally just play what cards are in your hand, make sure everything's dead, and then you play this. Your opponent then would have to summon something to your side of the board, which isn't that hard with the Hungry Aberration. The one that summons a 2-drop.
This is gonna be a pain to pull off.
It's a pain.
But then again, what is the world's longest Hearthstone game record?
Oh God, no. It was like an hour and a half or 2 hours or something like that.
How does somebody live that long?
Oh God, static.
Are you sure the game was not played by two robots that equally hated each other?
Oh, it was a long game. It was a very, very slow control game as well.
Oh no! So this is essentially the world's biggest.
No, but I'm thinking Myra's an element because you literally have to draw this before turn 5, and then you Myra element on turn 5, and then you literally have 10 cards in hand.
The first time you want to throw all your deck to the toilet.
Yep.
There's gonna be a lot of clogging.
No, we got the incinerator. Your toilet came with a flamethrower.
Why?
To get rid of that extra thick times. For the times you really need to not claw.
You just made it more worse.
I made it horrible, I know. Oh. But yeah, this is definitely going to be seen in Rogue, if anywhere, I believe.
May Cthulhu have mercy on our souls.
Yeah, and a lot of people have noted the Cthulhu was in the picture. You could actually see the eye of him for the like release picture they give. And so many people are like, "What's Cthulhu gonna do? Is it gonna be a magnetic card?" No. Oh, he's a mech.
It's like Mecha King Kaido
all
over
lost.
again.
Literally just play mechs, magnetics, and Cthulhu.
Magnets! How do they work?
No loss, you get that because magnetics aren't counted as minions, so Mecha Cthulhu with 1,000,000 buffs. And no deck because of Myra's Unstable Element.
Does this thing just really just spell apocalypse?
Cthulhu's been the apocalypse, man.
Just play Doomsayer and all the jokes will be dead.
Oh yeah, I can definitely see people memeing with this card. I can see Trollden having millions of posts of this now.
The end is coming!
The end is nigh! But yeah, with that, I think we've reviewed all the current cards we have available.
Oh, old gods. What?
Okay, I want to know if there's like a Mecha Deathwing coming now.
Oh no, not a Mecha.
Oh, but we got Mecha Cthulhu. Hey, at least we didn't get Mecha Yasharaj.
I was gonna say the world's biggest edgelord has now become the world's biggest, who has now become even more metal.
Oh yeah.
Who has now become a metalhead.
But yeah, with that, we'll be doing another stream probably Wednesday at 2 again. Every other day. Weekends are off on my end. So until next time, see you guys next time.